Hello students, in the second week of April, we have started Physics Honours Semester 4 paper CC09, in which we have completed the chapter Quantum Theory of Light. In Quantum Theory of Light, we have discussed 3 or 4 lectures for the quantum mechanics, in which we have studied dual nature of electromagnetic radiation, dual nature of matter, de Broglie wavelength, etc. About the concept of wave packet and the representation of a wave packet, group velocity, phase velocity, particle velocity, many more things. Then we have started for another semester. Again we are starting today the Physics Honours Sem for paper CC9, the next chapter. The next chapter of paper CC9 is Quantum Uncertainty. In this chapter, we will first discuss about the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, a very important and famous principle in quantum mechanics. And in this Heisenberg uncertainty principle, we will discuss uncertainty relations involving canonical pair of variables. तो इसके पहले कि हम इसका नोट शुरू करें, अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल के बारे में थोड़ा सा हम इंट्रोडक्शन दे देना चाहते हैं। अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल क्या है कि दो तरह का फिजिक्स है, एक है क्लासिकल मैकेनिक्स, और जहां क्लासिकल मैकेनिक्स फेल करता है फर्दर एनालिसिस ऑफ द नेचर ऑफ थिंग्स, वहां पर स्टार्ट होता है क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स। क्लासिकल मैकेनिक्स जनरली मैक्रोस्कोपिकल ऑब्जेक्ट्स के लिए यूज होता है, लेकिन फॉर माइक्रोस्कोपिक पार्टिकल्स लाइक न्यूट्रॉन्स, प्रोटॉन्स, एटम, molecules, etc., the explanation of their behavior cannot be described, explained, proved, or experimentally verified by classical mechanics. They can be solved by a new branch of physics which is called quantum mechanics. So in uncertainty principle, any moving objects have its particular position and momentum. Momentum is related with velocity, so we can say momentum or velocity. And in classical mechanics, a moving object or particle, the momentum and position of the particle can simultaneously be determined. Both can be simultaneously determined, but in case of classical mechanics, in case of macroscopic particles which has appreciable size. But in atomic dimensions, the particles of atomic dimensions, we cannot measure momentum and position of the particle simultaneously at a time. It is impossible to measure, because a moving material particle, in case of we have already studied the dual nature of matter, in which we have described that a moving material particle behave as wave as well as behave as particle as well as wave, which was explained by de Broglie, right? And we have seen that a moving material particle is described by a wave packet which moves with velocity, group velocity, and a particle can be found anywhere within the wave packet. So its position, if its position is determined, then it is impossible to determine its momentum, and vice versa. And this problem was solved by a scientist, Heisenberg, who gave a very important and very useful principle which is called Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, as uncertainty about position of the particle and momentum of the particle. If momentum is measured accurately, if a particle is certain, then momentum will be uncertain, and vice versa. We cannot measure simultaneously both the particle position and its momentum or velocity, which is possible in case of classical mechanics. So we can say that uncertainty principle is the direct consequence of the dual nature of matter. It is a direct consequence of dual nature of matter. I already described, and now I am writing in this whiteboard that I have already written here, and I am going to read this, that according to classical mechanics, a moving particle has a definite momentum and occupies definite position in a space, and it is possible to determine both its position and momentum. Since momentum is related with velocity, so I wrote velocity in bracket, but never understand that momentum and velocity both are the same thing. Momentum depends upon velocity, both are not same thing. So I wrote here in bracket the term velocity. You can, whenever I said momentum or velocity, you differentiate between this. The above view for simultaneous determination of position and velocity is applicable for objects of appreciable size. That is, I already about the macroscopic bodies, episode size, but does not hold good for the particle of atomic dimensions, microscopic particles. In quantum mechanics, a moving particle is described by a wave packet. I have explained about the wave packet in second week of April of physics semester 4, which represents all about particle and moves with group velocity. The particle may be found anywhere within the wave packet. This means that position of the particle is uncertain within the limits of the wave packet. The another fact of wave packet that it has a velocity spread, and hence there is uncertainty about the velocity or momentum of the particle. From the above logics till now, from the above logics, it is clear that it is impossible to know where within the wave packet the particle is and what is its exact velocity or momentum. In case of large wave packet, where the velocity spread is small, the particle velocity may be accurately determined, but the position of the particle is uncertain. When this case happens, when for a large wave packet where the velocity spread is small, but the position of the particle is uncertain, and for a small wave packet where the velocity spread is more, the position of the particle is more or less fixed, so its measurement is certain. On the other hand, measurement of velocity or momentum of the particle uncertain due to its large velocity spread. एक होता है large velocity spread और दूसरा होता है small velocity spread के लिए. तो एक में अगर पोजीशन सर्टेन है तो वेलोसिटी अनसर्टेन रहेगा, दूसरे में वेलोसिटी सर्टेन है तो पोजीशन अनसर्टेन रहेगा. इन कंक्लूजन, इतनी बात बोलने का कंक्लूजन क्या हुआ? इन कंक्लूजन वी कैन से दैट इट इज इम्पॉसिबल टू डिटरमिन simultaneously both the position and momentum or velocity of the particle with accuracy. Therefore, इन सारी चीजों को देखते हुए हाइजेनबर्ग साइंटिस्ट ने सबसे पहले इसको नोट किया और कहा कि हाइजेनबर्ग क्या कहा उसने, जो भी उसने लिखा अपने फाइंडिंग्स को, उससे उन्होंने स्टेटमेंट दिया, और जो साइंटिस्ट स्टेटमेंट देता है उसके नाम से हो जाता है. हर जगह फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, मैथमेटिक्स, बायोलॉजी, कहीं भी देखो ये साइंटिस्ट को ऑनर दिया जाता है और वो उसका नाम अमर हो जाता है, जिसको कि आज हम लोग पढ़ रहे हैं और इसका यूज बहुत जगह होता है ना. तो हाइजेनबर्ग्स अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल स्टेट्स दैट product of uncertainty in determining the position and momentum of the particle is approximately equal to a number of the order of h cut. इसको कहते हैं h cut. शॉर्ट में लिखने का तरीका है where what is h cut? h cut is h upon 2 pi, h being the Planck's constant, जिसको कि हम लोग वेव नेचर और पार्टिकल में डिटेल में पढ़ा था. दैट इज अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल को उन्होंने किस तरह से व्यक्त किया मैथमेटिकली? डेल्टा पी इंटू डेल्टा क्यू इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली इक्वल टू एच कट. यही है हाइजेनबर्ग अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल. अगर एक नंबर का क्वेश्चन पूछे व्हाट इज हाइजेनबर्ग अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल, तो उसका जवाब बस इतना ही होगा. डिटेल में अगर क्वेश्चन के अनुसार आंसर देना पड़ता है तो डिटेल में होगा. तो शुरू से जो हम बता रहे हैं सारा लॉजिक के साथ हम यहां तक पहुंचे हैं. Where what is delta p? Delta p is the uncertainty in determining the momentum of the particle, and delta q uncertainty in determining the position of the particle. इस इक्वेशन 1 से यह स्पष्ट है कि thus smaller the value of delta q, delta q का मान अगर हम कम लेंगे, कम लेने का मतलब क्या? that is more certain the position. q represents for position, p represents for momentum. the larger is the value of delta q. delta p अगर कम होगा तो जाहिर है इस इक्वलिटी को मेंटेन रखने के लिए डेल्टा p का मान ज्यादा होना चाहिए. डेल्टा p ज्यादा होने का मतलब that is less certain or uncertain about the momentum and vice versa. Vice versa का मतलब जानते ही हो कि अगर smaller the value of delta p रहेगा तो larger the value of delta q हो जाएगा. यानी momentum अगर certain है तो position uncertain, position अगर certain है तो momentum uncertain. Is it right? This relation shows that it is impossible to determine simultaneously both the position and momentum of the particle accurately. हम लोग कर ही नहीं सकते हैं दोनों साथ, कोई तरीका नहीं है. This relation, यह जो relation है, hold good for all canonically physical quantities like position and momentum, energy and time, angular momentum and angle etc. ऐसे कॉम्बिनेशन को कहते हैं कैनोनिकली फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज। यानी कैनोनिकली फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज किसे कहेंगे? जिसका प्रोडक्ट जो है उसका डायमेंशन जूल सेकेंड हो, उसका यूनिट जूल सेकेंड हो। और हर कैनोनिकली फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज के लिए हाइजेनबर्ग अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल लागू होता है। जैसे पोजीशन और मोमेंटम का, पोजीशन का यूनिट रखो, मोमेंटम यू विल फाइंड जूल सेकेंड। एनर्जी का और टाइम का यूनिट रखो, जूल सेकेंड। एंगुलर मोमेंटम और एंगल का रखो, जूल सेकेंड। इस तरह से और भी कैनोनिकली फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज है, उन सबों के लिए हाइजेनबर्ग अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल लागू होता है। ऐसे अर्थात वैसे प्रोडक्ट के लिए जिसका यूनिट और वी कैन से द प्रोडक्ट हैज डायमेंशन ऑफ जूल सेकेंड। Thus, if delta E is uncertainty in determining the energy, delta T is uncertainty in determining the time, delta J is uncertainty in determining the angular momentum, and delta theta is uncertainty in determining the angle, then we must have delta E dot delta T approximately equal to h cut. Delta J dot delta theta is approximately equal to h cut according to Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. अब ऐसा है कि अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल को एक और स्टेटमेंट है, दो स्टेटमेंट उन्होंने दिया था। The uncertainty principle can also be stated as follows. किस तरह से? The product of the uncertainties in determining the position and momentum of the particle can never be smaller than the number of the number can never be smaller than the number of the order of h cut by 2. Hence equation 1 पहले लिखा हुआ है can also be written as delta p dot delta q greater than equal to h cut by 2. Similarly, delta e dot delta t greater than equal to h cut by 2 and delta j dot delta theta greater than equal to h cut by 2. This is all about our Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. The next thing I will discuss it in my next lecture. Thank you.